Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to season 3 of Midday with Trey. I'm your host, Trey. Let's get right into the show. Today's guest is a 2022 graduate of Edwards College. She is now the education coordinator here at the Myrtle Beach Art Museum, and we're going to meet her today. Her name is Jayme Carlson, and let's go meet her. How you doing, Jayme?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Yeah, this is my first time here, and this is also cool. If you could give the audience like a little brief history about yourself, why art? Why visual art? How did you even get here? Coastal, why?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Colorado.
Okay.
I was born in Denver. I lived in Colorado for the first 14 years of my life. Then my parents didn't want to live in the snow anymore, so we came down to the beach. So I was living in Myrtle Beach, and just my older sister went to Coastal as well. So then I knew that she really liked it, so I thought it would be a good fit. And I started out art studio just because I love painting and drawing, but really got into the art history side of it and decided that that was my passion, what I wanted to have my career in.
Okay, that's cool. And now you work in actual art museum. How did you, did you do internship in your senior year, or how did this come about?
Yeah, so my junior year in the art history department, Dr. Miller at Coastal told me about an internship opportunity here in the education department. So I took that on and I did that for a year, and I really enjoyed it. And I stayed in contact with the museum, did like volunteer things. So then when this position opened up, they reached out to me, and I luckily got it and got to stay here, and I've been really enjoying it so far.
That's great. What does the day-to-day look like for you?
Typically I come in, and either if we have a project going on, like a program, we do set up all the supplies.
Right.
And when everybody comes in, we do like a tour usually, and then go up and do a creative project that has to do with the exhibit that we looked at. But when there's not people coming in, I'm usually testing projects or doing like social media graphics, making up collages and stuff for social media to use to promote our programs. So that's typically what I do daily.
And do you work with the community a lot since being the education coordinator?
Yeah, so we have me who does like the in-house stuff, but we also have Colin Reedy, who's also a Coastal alum.
Cool.
He does the outreach, so he'll go to libraries and go to daycares and bring the projects to them. I stay here and people come to me.
That's great.
So we kind of do both sides of it, but we try to really get the community involved because a lot of people don't really know that we're here. It's a pretty small museum, so just trying to bring in the numbers, and because we have a lot of really cool stuff to display.
Right. And what can you tell me about that octopus that you have outside?
So that was from a few years back. We did a big summer exhibit about like ocean pollution and plastic in the beach and in the water. So it was from that exhibit, and it's just become a permanent part of our outside area. I always see people taking pictures because it's pretty cool, and it's like makes you think about, we're right by the beach, so it really is fitting and makes people think about remembering to pick up their trash, and so I think it has a good message too.
Cool. Well, during your time at Coastal, what type of things were you involved in?
Well, I was at Coastal during peak COVID. So unfortunately that wasn't very good. But just within the visual arts department in Edwards, connecting with the different students there, and I did get to do a study abroad with the visual arts department at the very end of my time at Coastal. That was probably one of my favorite memories. I got to go to Cyprus and Greece to study art crime, so that was my
that with
favorite
Dr.
thing.
Valtez?
Yes, with Dr. Valtez.
That's cool. And so what do you think your favorite part of your job is now?
I really like combining the history and education part of the exhibits on display and converting that into a creative project. So taking something that has a story about piracy and then making up a project for the kids to make treasure maps.
Right.
So kind of like taking what I see and then putting it through my brain to make a fun project for the kids that they'll enjoy and get something out of.
And you mentioned piracy, and I see we have the pirate kind of part of the exhibit, right? Do you take inspiration for your lessons that you teach the community and make based off of like what's in the gallery?
Yeah,
Okay.
So for example, upstairs is a surrealist artist, so we've been doing a lot of making collages, surreal collages, and making different animals that are like hybrid animals, like an elephant trunk with horse feet, and just trying to get them to think creatively based on what is on display.
That's cool. And final question, what advice would you have for, graphic design artists that may want to go on to, either be like an art creator, art gallery creator, or, be an education coordinator like yourself?
I would say to definitely cast a wide net, because there's a lot of different careers in this discipline, but you have to really be open to whatever is available, because this job, it's not something you would maybe immediately think that is an artist's kind of job, but you do have to combine history and kind of creative thinking. So just casting a wide net and really looking into things like museums and libraries, because there's lots of things in that history realm that also kind of can combine creativity as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. We've enjoyed, getting a little tour of the art museum, and wish you nothing but success. Fellow Coastal alumni, Everest alumni, and so we wish you nothing but best. It's all really cool.
For this week's Mask of the Week, we have this mask that I made for the children's programming here at the Myrtle Beach Art Museum. It's based on exhibiting artist Christine Mays. She's a wire artist, so I made this with a mask base and then used pipe cleaners to wrap it around and decorate it to kind of look masquerade-like. So this is what the children are going to be working on next month.
All right, that wraps up this week's episode of Midday with Trey. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you follow all of our social media pages down below. And if you're in the area, check out the Myrtle Beach Art Museum. They were so gracious in letting us come here and film and meet their staff. So until next week, I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.